2007, I started the FGCU paintball team. Me and a couple buddies just met our freshman year, and we all were into paintball. We started the team. The school actually already had leftover rental guns, so that's what we used at first. I started the team back in 2007, so it's been alive now for 5 years. A lot of the freshmen are taking the lead now. Guys that I used to play with don't play for the team anymore. But we got accepted as a sport club. We're actually the #1 team in Florida, and I believe #2 in the Southeast, or #1. So the guys have taken it a long way since I started it. It's now led by a couple of the freshmen, so that's pretty cool. It's very cool to see how far the club's come. Just started with a bunch of friends, and it turned into something great. The school's really proud of us. We get a lot of funding from them.
I'm like the field captain of FGCU. I help organize just some practices. Joey Conti is our president right now, and then John Bell is like the vice president. They were on the team, I think they've been on the team for like 3 years now, because this is my first year on the team. I've always just been around FGCU. I grew up there, and now this is my first year going there. But the team's been around for a while, and like this year has gotten a little bit of funding from the school. It's helped us practice a lot. We played 2 different leagues this year. We played the Florida League up until it kind of like didn't work out anymore. And then we played the MSCC, which is like schools from Georgia and like the Southeast, the like SEC of paintball. And so we've been doing that for the last 3 events. And the Nationals is upcoming this next weekend.
Breakdown.
I break you to sweat.
It's alright.
I break you to sweat.
I say it's alright.
I break you to sweat.
It's alright.
I break you to sweat.
Come on, baby, light my
I
fire.
break you to sweat.
It's alright.
I break you to sweat.
I say it's alright.
Break you to sweat.
It's alright.
Break you to sweat.
Woo! That's good. That's good. That's good. Come on, baby, light my fire. That's good.
Hey, listen, now there's no reason to play this shit. So many times, we came back, we changed our breakouts. All the events this year that we screwed up, we fucked up, we fixed our shit today, and we played like a team. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Makes the dream work, and we're the fucking Eagles, and we're gonna fuck this shit up next year. Hey, Eagles!
I wish I knew the date to tell you, but we played. We had prelims yesterday, played 4 games. Then today, depending on your buys and your schedules and whatnot, you had ochos, quarters, and then semis and finals. We had like a real tough day today. Like we had to learn a whole lot. We never once won our first best 2 out of 3 match. We always had to come back from a loss. So I know for a team today was a real like we learned a lot, not only just from practicing, but like even today, just as the tournament went on, I know we learned a lot. Like we had to change plays. London and Peanut had to do different things. I know things that I were doing weren't working. and we just had to change up a lot.
And it was just improvising on the field, taking those bodies off the break and just playing clutch.
I think also a big part was our communication.
Yeah,
Not only like we
communication.
had codes for everything, you know what I mean? Like even things that like weren't important, we had codes for. So everyone on the team, the second you said puka, they knew what puka was without even having to think twice. The second you said orange, they knew what orange was. And we were like having mini conversations. I know London and Peanut, like they were literally like, hey Peanut, who's on you? And just the communication, that's half the battle, we were on top of today. And I think that's what put us ahead of some of the other teams that might have had an upper hand on us. We at least had the upper hand on communication.
Another thing was just the ability to adapt. I feel like the teams that were in finals and that we beat because they were doing the same thing that got them through prelims, and then we picked up on that and then just used it against them and capitalized.
Which typically kills us in the tournament.
That's always what we've complained.
Yeah.
Like it kind of saw it.
Yeah, we do the
in all
same
our past
thing every time,
tournaments.
but this time, you know, switch it up last minute and let the other teams do the thing they trust the most, and you know, a lot of times they'll just backfire on you.
You just learn from it.
We had one of the teams that we're friends with, Georgia State University. They were actually one of the big reasons I'd like to even attribute some of our success today. One of their players, Phil, had mentioned to us what the team we played for in finals, Phil mentioned to us what they were doing that was so effective, and we focused to shut that down. And every time we shut what they thought was the problem, we would win. And so I think a big part of it was even having some friends on, you know, other sides, like, you know, friends in high up places that have already played them. That gave us already foreshadowing on what's going to happen. We already had one up on them, you know, because we knew where they're going, we knew what's going to happen, and we could already pre-plan what they were going to do. So I think that's another big reason, and the fact that we've practiced this field the last 3 weeks very hard.
And the day before we played,
we've really been grinding on it. Like,
And we can't forget all the people that came out and helped, all the parents, friends, family that came out just to fill our pods. They brought us food, they brought us water, they kept us nourished and hydrated all day. We couldn't have done it without them.
and to have your parents and to have like your sister come, to have your girlfriends come, that really gives you like that motivation. Like you're not only just playing for yourself to win, you're not only just playing for your boys, playing for your team, but you really want to prove something to your loved ones. Like, hey, this is what I do on the weekends, and like we're good at it, and watch me win. And I think that's what's really cool, because we had so many parents and so much family come out. This is the most family I think we've had in a very long time. And I know my family didn't come today, but just seeing other family members today, I know it brought us all wanting to play a little bit better. So we got these new sweet jerseys. Rosa made for us this year. Got a couple new things, same colors, blue and greens, the Eagle swag, and we just added a couple new, big bold faces on there. Made our logos a little bit bigger on it. So thanks, Rosa, for hooking us up, making us look all sexy. Most of I think wear dye stuff, so thanks, Dye, for wearing our goggles and pants and stuff. Empire makes the best paint ever.
Yeah,
That Eagle today, I don't think you ever about like the shooters never complain about bouncing people. Like
Yeah, we shot a lot of kids off the break, so big thanks to PGP for the Eagle, man.
I mean, that shit shot awesome.
And especially thanks to Johnny from CFP.
Yeah, CFP,
Best practice
man.
facility in the state by far. Like that's where we came every week to practice, man. We shot 20 cases a day. You know, it pays off. So.
CFP is the reason why we went from 9th place last year to 1st place this year, guaranteed. That is.
Yeah, if you really said one thing, it's not communication, it's CFP.
Yeah, it
was coming here every weekend and
practicing
grinding
those
out.
guys.
Between Static and all their divisional teams that play the PSPs, that's given our college teams so much experience, because we don't get to have the opportunity to always play the PSPs. Sapphire team does, half doesn't, but when we get to play those real experienced teams, man, they'll teach us a thing or two. Might not feel the best, but we'll leave those practices definitely learning something, which is awesome, which thanks, Johnny.